The silver locket hangs heavy around my neck, its cool metal pressing against my collarbone as I stand in the dim light of our Fremont apartment. Rain taps the windows like a restless drummer, a Seattle lullaby I've come to love and loathe. It's 2025, and this city, vibrant, tech-obsessed, drenched in ambition, feels like a paradox. It's where I built my life, my career, my marriage. And it's where tonight, I feel it all slipping through my fingers. I'm Nora Ellis, 34, a data scientist who clawed her way from a dusty Idaho farm to a corner office in a Seattle AI startup. My company, Verdant Analytics, predicts climate patterns for coastal cities, a niche that's made me a quiet fortune. I don't flaunt it, though. I'm still the girl who'd rather wear flannel than silk, who'd pick a dive bar over a rooftop lounge. Maybe that's why my mother-in-law Catherine looks at me like I'm a smudge on her polished world. Catherine Pierce is Seattle old money, think lumber barons, not tech bros. Her family's name is etched on museum plaques and university halls. She wears her privilege like a tailored coat, and she's never let me forget that I'm not one of her people. To her, I'm the outsider who tricked her son Julian into marrying below his station. Never mind that Julian, a freelance graphic designer, hasn't had a steady gig in years. Never mind that my paycheck keeps the lights on in this apartment with its exposed brick and view of the Sound. To Catherine, I'm a glitch in her perfect narrative. Tonight, we're hosting her for dinner, a monthly ritual I dread. Julian's in the kitchen humming as he stirs a pot of risotto, oblivious to the storm brewing in my chest. I adjust the locket, a gift from my mom who died when I was 16. It's simple, engraved with a tiny fern, a reminder of the resilience she taught me. I wear it when I need strength, and God, do I need it now. Catherine arrives at 7 p.m. Sharp, her heels clicking on the hardwood like a metronome. She hands me her coat without a word, her eyes flicking over my jeans and sweater. "Nora," she says, her voice smooth as chilled wine, "you always look so comfortable." I force a smile. "Thanks, Catherine. Dinner's almost ready." She glides to the dining table where Julian set out the good plates, the ones she gifted us for our wedding 3 years ago. He emerges from the kitchen, all boyish charm, his dark hair falling into his eyes. "Mom, you're gonna love this risotto. Nora's recipe." Catherine raises an eyebrow. "Nora cooks now. How quaint." I bite my tongue. Julian doesn't notice the jab. He never does. He's too busy playing peacemaker, pouring wine-cracking jokes. I love him for it, but it's also why I'm standing here feeling like a guest in my own home. Dinner drags on the conversation, a minefield of Catherine's subtle digs. She talks about her friend's daughter, a lovely girl who just got engaged to a tech CEO. She mentions a gala she's hosting, implying I wouldn't fit in. I nod, sip my wine, and keep my eyes on the locket, its weight grounding me. After dessert, I start clearing the table, needing an excuse to escape. Julian's laughing at something Catherine said, his voice warm and easy. I'm stacking plates in the kitchen when she follows me, her perfume sharp and floral. She closes the door behind her, and my stomach twists. "Nora," she says, her tone low, "we need to talk." I set the plates down, my hands steady, despite the adrenaline spiking in my veins. "About what?" She steps closer, her eyes like steel. "About Julian. About his future. You're a smart woman, so I'll be direct. You're holding him back." The words hit like a slap, but I don't flinch. Holding him back? How? She sighs, as if explaining something obvious to a child. "You're limited, Nora. Your background, your lack of connections. It's not what Julian needs. He's a Pierce. He deserves someone who can elevate him, someone with influence, refinement. Not a farm girl playing at being a mogul." My breath catches, but I keep my face neutral. "And you think I'm stopping him from that?" "I know you are." She adjusts her pearl necklace, a gesture so practiced it's almost unconscious. "He's wasting his potential with you. I've found someone better, Lillian Hayes from the Hayes family. She's cultured, connected, everything you're not. Julian will see it eventually, but you could make this easier. Walk away now before it gets messy." I stare at her, the locket burning against my skin. For a moment I imagined screaming, throwing her coat at her, telling her to get out. But I don't. I've learned that silence can be sharper than words. I hear you, Catherine. I say, my voice calm. I'll think about it. Her lips curve a victor's smile. She thinks she's won. She doesn't know that this apartment the startup Julian's been freelancing for the life she envies, it's all mine. Verdant Analytics isn't just a job. It's my empire built from sleepless nights and scrapped code. The mortgage, the investments, the savings, they're in my name, not Julian's. I've let him play the provider in her eyes. But the truth, I'm the one holding up the sky. I walk back to the dining room, my smile a mask. Julian's still talking, oblivious. Catherine sips her wine smug. I touch the locket, its fern engraving a promise I am enough. And in that moment, I decide something. I won't beg. I won't fight. I'll let them think they're winning until they realize they've lost everything. That night, I lie awake beside Julian, his breathing soft and even. The rain's heavier now, a steady roar against the windows. I trace the locket with my fingertip, remembering my mom's voice. Nora, you're tougher than the toughest storms. Don't ever let anyone make you forget it. Catherine's words echo in my head, each one a needle in my heart. I've spent years proving myself to clients, to investors, to this city. But to Julian's mother, I'll always be the girl from nowhere, unworthy of her golden boy. And Julian, he loves me, I know he does. But love isn't enough if he can't see the war his mother's waging. I slip out of bed and open my laptop, pulling up Verdant's financials. The numbers glow in the dark, $12 million in revenue. A new contract with the city, my name on every patent. This is my power, my proof. But as I stare at the screen, a different question gnaws at me. Why am I still fighting to belong in a world that doesn't want me? Why am I holding on to a marriage where I'm not truly seen? The locket catches the laptop's light, a tiny beacon. I close my eyes, feeling the weight of my choices. Catherine wants me gone. Julian might let her win. But I'm not the girl who runs. I'm the girl who builds, who endures, who turns pain into purpose. And if they want to fight, I'll give them one, just not the way they expect. Tomorrow, the game begins. Not with shouts or tears, but with strategy. Catherine thinks she's playing chess, moving her pawns to corner me. She doesn't know I'm playing a different game, one where the board is mine, and the queen never falls. The rain hasn't stopped since last night, a gray curtain over Seattle that mirrors the fog in my head. I'm sitting in a corner booth at a Fremont coffee shop, the kind with mismatched mugs and baristas who know your order by heart. My laptop's open, but I'm not working. I'm staring at a text from Julian sent an hour ago. Nora, can we talk? I'm at the apartment. Please. My thumb hovers over the reply button, but I don't type. Not yet. The silver locket around my neck feels heavier today. Its fern engraving a quiet reminder of who I am when the world tries to tell me otherwise. It's been 2 days since Catherine's kitchen ambush. Her words still clawing at me. You're holding him back. I haven't told Julian about her ultimatum. Part of me wants to believe he'd laugh it off, call her ridiculous, choose us. But another part, the part that's kept me awake, replaying every moment of our marriage, knows he's never stood up to her. Not when she suggested we skip my hometown for our honeymoon. Not when she forgot to invite my friends to her holiday parties. Julian loves me, but his love comes with blind spots, and Catherine's voice fills them all. I sip my coffee, the bitterness grounding me. Verdant Analytics is thriving yesterday. We landed a pitch with a Portland urban planning firm, but success doesn't quiet the ache. I built this life for us, not just me. The apartment, the savings, the late nights coding, while Julian sketched logos on the couch. It was all for a future I thought we shared. Now I'm wondering if I was the only one dreaming. My phone buzzes again. Another text from Julian. I know you're upset. I'm sorry. Just come home. Upset. He doesn't even know what's wrong. I lock the screen and lean back, watching rain streak the window. The locket catches the cafe's dim light, and I think of Mom, her calloused hands, planting ferns in our backyard. They survive anything, Nora. Like you. I need that survival now, because Catherine's not just attacking me. She's rewriting my marriage, and Julian's letting her hold the pen. I'm about to pack up when the cafe door swings open, and there she is, Catherine. Her navy trench coat is pristine despite the downpour, and her eyes lock on me like a hawk spotting prey. She doesn't hesitate, striding over and sliding into the booth across from me. No greeting, no pretense. "Nora," she says, her voice low but sharp. "You've had time to think. What's your decision?" I blink, caught off guard. "My decision? You mean about leaving your son?" She nods, folding her hands on the table. Her diamond ring glints, a silent flex of her status. "I assumed you'd see reason. Julian's future is at stake. Lillian Hayes is ready to meet him. Her family's in shipping, old friends of ours. She's perfect for him. You'd only complicate things by dragging this out." I laugh, a short, incredulous sound that makes her flinch. "You tracked me down to a coffee shop to push your matchmaking scheme. That's bold even for you." Her lips thin. "I'm protecting my son. You're a distraction, Nora. A phase. He'll thank me when he's with someone who fits." The word "fit" stings, but I don't show it. I lean forward, my voice steady. "And what makes you think Julian wants your version of his life? Or that I just walk away because you say so?" She smirks, unfazed. "Because he's already doubting you. Why do you think he's been distant? I've been talking to him, Nora. He's starting to see the truth that you're not enough." My heart lurches, but I keep my face blank. Is she bluffing? Julian's been quieter lately, spending more time at his mom's place. But I thought it was work stress. Now doubt creeps in, cold and heavy. I touch the locket, grounding myself. If Julian has doubts, he can tell me himself. I don't need you as a messenger. Catherine's eyes narrow. "Don't be naive. He's too kind to hurt you directly. That's why I'm here to make this clean. Leave now, and I'll ensure you walk away with something. Stay, and you'll lose everything." I stare at her, the audacity sinking in. She's not just manipulating Julian. She's trying to buy me off. "Something?" I echo, my voice low. What, like a consolation prize for not being a Pierce? Her silence is answer enough. I stand, grabbing my laptop. "We're done here, Catherine. If Julian wants to end this, he knows where to find me." As I walk out, the rain hits my face, sharp and cold. My heart's pounding, not from anger, but from a creeping fear. What if she's right? What if Julian's already slipping away? Back at the apartment, Julian's on the couch, sketching on his tablet. The sight of him, rumpled t-shirt hair falling into his eyes, tugs at me. I love him even now, but love feels like a fraying rope. He looks up, his smile hesitant. "Nora, you're soaked. Where have you been?" "Out," I say, hanging my coat. I want to confront him, to ask if Catherine's been poisoning his mind, but the words stick. Instead, I sit beside him, the locket swinging gently. "You wanted to talk. So talk." He sets the tablet down, rubbing his hands together, a nervous habit. I've been feeling off lately, like we're not on the same page. Mom's been saying stuff, and I don't know, maybe she's got a point." My stomach drops. "What stuff?" He hesitates, eyes darting away. "That we're different, you know. You're all about work, the company, and I don't know what I'm doing half the time. She thinks I need someone who gets my world, who can help me figure it out." I feel the locket's weight, a tether to my resolve. Your world, Julian. I'm your world. This apartment, your freelance gigs, our life. It's here because of me. Do you even know what Verdant's worth? Or that I've been covering your bills while you figure things out? He flinches, guilt flickering across his face. "I know you're successful, Nora. I'm proud of you. But Mom says..." "Stop." I cut him off, my voice sharp. "Stop hiding behind her. If you think I'm not enough, say it. Don't parrot her words." He looks at me, his eyes soft but uncertain. I don't know what I think. I need time. Time. The word hangs between us, heavy as the rain outside. I nod, standing. Fine. Take your time. But don't expect me to wait forever. I walk to the bedroom, closing the door. My hands shake as I open my laptop, pulling up a file I haven't touched in years, our prenup. Julian signed it without a second thought, too, in love to care about the fine print. It protects Verdant, the apartment, everything I've built. If he walks away, he gets nothing. I never thought I'd need it, but now, it's my shield. The next morning, I'm at Verdant's office, a sleek space downtown, with views of Puget Sound. My team's buzzing about the Portland pitch, but I'm distracted, replaying Julian's words. My assistant Maya notices. You okay, Nora? You look like you haven't slept. I force a smile. Just a rough night. Any updates on the contract? She hesitates, then lowers her voice. Not that, but I heard something weird. Julian's been asking around about Verdant's ownership structure. He called one of our investors yesterday, acting like he's part of the C-suite. My blood runs cold. Julian's never shown interest in my company beyond casual pride. Why now? Unless... Catherine. She's not just pushing him to leave me. She's digging into my empire, thinking she can claim a piece of it. The locket burns against my chest, a warning. They're not just doubting me, they're coming for what's mine. I lean back, a plan forming. Catherine wants to play dirty fine. I'll play smarter. I email my lawyer, scheduling a meeting to lock down my assets. Then I text Julian. Meet me at the office tomorrow, 3 p.m. We need to clear some things up. No emojis, no warmth, just business. As I hit send, the rain slows to a drizzle, sunlight breaking through the clouds. I touch the locket, its fern, a promise of survival. Catherine thinks she's pulling the strings, but she's about to learn I'm not a pawn. I'm the one who built the board. Seattle's skyline glitters through the floor-to-ceiling windows of Verdant Analytics' downtown office, but the rain's back, a soft hiss against the glass. It's 2:45 p.m., and I'm at my desk, the silver locket cool against my skin. My lawyer's email sits open on my screen, assets secured. Prenup airtight. Call if you need to move forward. I haven't replied. Not because I'm unsure, but because I'm waiting for Julian. He's due in 15 minutes, and my stomach's a knot of nerves and resolve. The locket's fern engraving presses into my fingertip as I trace it, a reminder I'm not the one who breaks. Yesterday's revelation that Julian's been sniffing around Verdant's ownership hit harder than Catherine's coffee shop ambush. It's not just betrayal. It's a violation. Verdant's my blood, my late nights, my proof that a farm girl from Idaho can outsmart Seattle's elite. Julian knew that, or I thought he did. Now I'm questioning everything: his love, his loyalty, the life we built. But doubt's a luxury I can't afford. Catherine's playing a long game, and I need to be 3 moves ahead. My assistant Maya pokes her head in. Nora, Julian's here, early. Should I send him up? I nod, closing my laptop. Yeah, let him in. And Maya, hold my calls. She gives me a knowing look, like she senses the storm brewing. I stand, smoothing my blazer, professional, not personal. This isn't a marriage talk. It's a reckoning. Julian walks in his usual jeans and hoodie, replaced by a button-down, like he's trying to look the part of someone important. His eyes are tired, shadowed, but he forces a smile. Nora, thanks for meeting me. This place, it's impressive. I don't return the smile. Sit down, Julian. You wanted to talk, so let's talk. He hesitates, then takes the chair across from my desk. The office feels too big for this moment, its sleek furniture and city view, a stark contrast to the mess of our marriage. I touch the locket, grounding myself, and wait. He rubs his hands together, that nervous tick I used to find endearing. I've been thinking about what you said. About us, about Mom. I messed up Nora. I let her get in my head. But I don't want to lose you. His words are soft, pleading, but they don't land like they used to. I lean forward, my voice calm but firm. Then why are you asking investors about Verdant's ownership? Why are you digging into my company behind my back? His face pales, eyes widening. What I didn't. Don't lie, I cut him off sharper than I meant. You called Tom Rivera yesterday acting like you're some executive. What were you looking for, Julian? Stake A payout. He slumps caught. It wasn't like that. Mom said. She said if we're splitting, I should know what I'm entitled to. She thought Verdant was partly mine because we're married. I laugh a cold, hollow sound. Entitled Julian Verdant was mine before we met. You signed a prenup. You have no claim to it. Did you even read what you signed, or did you just trust your mom to figure it out for you? He looks away, shame creeping into his posture. I didn't think it'd come to this. I don't know that we'd work it out, but Mom kept saying you're using the company to control me, to keep me small. The locket burns against my chest, a flare of anger mixing with hurt. Control you, Julian. I've been carrying us. This office, our apartment, your freelance gigs. I made it possible. And you think I'm the one holding you back. He meets my eyes, his voice breaking. I know you've done a lot. I'm grateful, Nora. But Mom's got this idea that I could be more, like part of her world. She says Lillian Hayes could help me get there, that she's got connections. Stop. My voice is ice cutting through his excuses. You're not a kid, Julian. You're 33. If you want your mom's world, go live in it. But don't drag me down with you. He flinches, but before he can respond, my phone buzzes. It's Maya. Catherine's here. She's insisting on seeing you. What do I do? My pulse spikes. Of course she's here. She can't resist twisting the knife. Send her up, I text back, then look at Julian. Your mom's on her way. Guess she wants a front row seat. His eyes widen. Nora, I didn't ask her to come, I swear. I don't answer. I'm done with his promises. The locket's weight steadies me as I prepare for the showdown I didn't want but can't avoid. Catherine sweeps in like she owns the place, her tailored coat dripping rain onto the floor. Her eyes flick from Julian to me, calculating. Nora, I hope I'm not interrupting. I thought it best we all talk openly. Openly, I raise an eyebrow, leaning back in my chair. Like when you told me to leave Julian in a coffee shop, or when you convinced him to dig into my company. Her smile doesn't waver, but there's a flicker of surprise. She didn't expect me to know about that. Let's not be dramatic. I'm here for Julian's sake. He deserves clarity about his future. Julian shifts uncomfortable. Mom, maybe this isn't... She cuts him off with a look, then turns to me. Nora, you're a practical woman. You must see this marriage isn't working. Julian's potential is wasted with you. I've arranged for him to meet Lillian Hayes next week. She's eager to help him launch a design firm with her family's backing. You can't offer that. The audacity hits me like a wave, but I don't blink. And you think Julian needs a new wife to launch a firm. He's had 3 years to do it with me. What's stopping him? Catherine, you? Her eyes narrow, but she keeps her tone smooth. Don't twist this. I'm offering him a path to success. If you love him, you'll let him take it. I glance at Julian, waiting for him to speak, to push back. He doesn't. He just sits there, eyes on the floor, and that silence cuts deeper than Catherine's words. The locket feels like a lifeline now, its fern a whisper. You're enough. I stand walking to the window. The rain's a blur. Seattle's lights smudge like a painting. Here's the thing, Catherine. I say, my voice steady. You think you're saving Julian, but you're setting him up to fail. You've convinced him he's nothing without your name, your connections. But you missed something. She tilts her head, wary. And what's that? I turn, meeting her gaze. This company, this office, our life, it's mine. Not Julian's, not yours. Verdant's patents the apartment. The accounts, they're in my name. You thought you could push me out and claim it. You're not that smart. Julian's head snaps up, shock written across his face. Catherine's composure cracks her lips, parting. That's absurd, she says, but there's a tremor in her voice. Julian's your husband. He's entitled. To nothing. I finish, my voice like steel. He signed a prenup. You want to talk clarity? Here it is. If Julian leaves, he walks away with his clothes and his tablet. That's it. The room goes still. The rain's patter, the only sound. Julian's staring at me like he's seeing me for the first time. Catherine's face is a mask of fury, but she's scrambling, and I see it. You're bluffing, she says, but it's weak. I pull a folder from my desk, sliding it toward her. Prenup, signed and notarized. Read it. She doesn't touch it. Julian does his hands shaking as he flips through the pages. Nora, he whispers, I didn't know it was like this. You didn't ask, I say softer now, but not forgiving. You let her fill your head with lies. And now you're here thinking you can take what I built. Catherine steps forward, her voice rising. This is outrageous. You can't do this to my son. I'm not doing anything, I say calm. You did. You pushed him to doubt me, to betray me. And now you're both learning the cost. Julian's eyes meet mine, pleading. Nora, please, I didn't mean for this. I touched the locket, its weight a shield. You didn't mean it, but you did it. And I'm done carrying you both. I turn back to the window, the rain a steady rhythm. You have until tomorrow to decide, Julian. Stay and fight for us, or leave with nothing. But choose for yourself, not your mother. As they leave Catherine's heels, echo like gunfire, Julian trailing behind her. The locket rests against my heart, a quiet promise I'm still standing. And whatever comes next, I'm ready. The rain's a faint drizzle, now more mist than storm, as I stand on the balcony of our Fremont apartment. It's past midnight, and Seattle's lights pulse below a city that never quite sleeps. My fingers brush the silver locket, its fern engraving worn smooth from years of touch. It's been 12 hours since I laid down the ultimatum in my office. Julian has until morning to choose me or his mother's gilded promises. The waiting is a weight heavier than the locket, heavier than the rain-soaked air. I'm Nora Ellis, the woman who built an empire from nothing but tonight. I feel like that Idaho farm girl again, wondering if she's enough. Julian hasn't come home. His sketch tablet's still on the couch, a half-finished logo glowing on the screen. I haven't touched it. Part of me wants to believe he's out there thinking fighting for us. But the other part, the part that's stared down, Catherine's smug smiles, and Julian's silences, knows better. The locket's cool against my skin, a reminder of Mom's words. Storms don't break you, Nora. They show you what you're made of. I'm about to find out. My phone's been silent. No texts, no calls. I've checked my email twice, half expecting a legal threat from Catherine. But there's nothing. Just the hum of the city, and my own thoughts, loud as thunder. Yesterday, I was ready to burn it all down. Let Julian and his mother crash into the reality of their choices. But now, alone in the dark, I feel the ache of what I'm losing. Not the apartment, not Verdant, but him. The man who made me laugh over burnt pancakes, who kissed me under the city's endless rain. I love him even now, and that love is a wound I can't close. I go inside, grabbing a glass of wine and settling on the couch. The locket swings as I lean back, catching the lamplight. I open it, something I haven't done in years. Inside is a tiny photo of Mom, her smile fierce and kind. She'd know what to do, how to fight without losing myself. I'm still staring at it when my phone buzzes. It's Maya, my assistant, with a voice message. Nora, I didn't want to bother you, but something's up. Check your work email. Call me if you need me. My heart skips. I open my laptop, and there it is, an email from Tom Rivera, one of Verdant's investors, sent an hour ago. Nora, heads up, Julian reached out again, asking about a board seat. Said he's representing family interests. I shut it down, but thought you should know. Let's talk tomorrow. I reread it, my pulse racing. A board seat. Julian's never cared about corporate games. This isn't him. It's Catherine pulling strings, thinking she can worm her way into my company. The locket feels like a brand, now fury mixing with resolve. They're not just betraying me, they're trying to steal what I built. I'm about to call Maya when the apartment door opens. Julian steps in, rain-soaked his face, pale under the hall light. He sees me and freezes like a kid caught sneaking in. "Nora," he says, voice rough. "I didn't think you'd be up." "Where were you?" I ask, setting the laptop down. My voice is calm, but it's the calm before a storm. He shrugs off his jacket, avoiding my eyes. "At Mom's." I needed to think. Think about how to claim a board seat at Verdant. The words are out before I can stop them, sharp and accusing. His head snaps up, eyes wide. "What, Nora? I didn't." "Tom Rivera emailed me," I say, standing. "You called him Julian. Again. Talking about family interests. Don't lie to me." He drags a hand through his wet hair, panic creeping into his voice. "It wasn't like that. Mom said it'd be smart to get involved to protect what's ours. She said if we're splitting, I need to think about my future." "Your future." I step closer, the locket swinging like a pendulum. "Verdant's my future. I built it while you were sketching logos and letting your mom run your life. You think you can just walk in and claim it." He flinches, but there's a flicker of defiance in his eyes. "I'm your husband, Nora. I've been part of this. I've supported you." "Supported me?" I laugh, bitter. "By letting Catherine call me a nobody. By doubting me the second she dangled some fantasy life with Lillian Hayes. You didn't support me, Julian. You stood by while she tried to erase me." His face crumples, and for a moment, I see the man I fell for, vulnerable, lost. "I'm sorry," he whispers. "I didn't know how to handle her. She's my mom, Nora. She's all I've got besides you." The locket's weight steadies me, a tether to my truth. "That's the problem, Julian. You think you have to choose between us, but you already did. Every time you let her talk, every time you stayed silent, you chose her." He steps toward me, desperate. "I'm choosing you now. I'm here, aren't I? I don't want Lillian. I don't want Mom's plans. I want us." I want to believe him. God, I do. But the locket's fern glints a warning. "Don't bend." "Then why were you at her place plotting with her? Why didn't you come home after the office?" He hesitates, and that pause is my answer. I needed her to understand. I told her I'm not leaving you. But she kept pushing, saying I'd regret it, that you'd hold Verdant over my head forever. I shake my head, the ache in my chest spreading. She's wrong, but so are you. I'm not holding anything over you. I'm protecting what's mine. And if you can't see the difference, we're done. He reaches for me, but I step back. "Nora, please, give me a chance to fix this." I touch the locket, Mom's smile flashing in my mind. "You had 3 years to fix it, Julian. I'm not waiting anymore." The next morning, I'm at Verdant's office before dawn, the city still cloaked in mist. Maya's already there, coffee in hand. "You look like hell," she says, blunt as always. "What happened?" I fill her in, Julian's board seat stunt. Catherine schemes the fight. She whistles low. "Damn, what's your next move?" I open my laptop, pulling up a draft email to Verdant's board. I'm locking Julian out. No access to accounts, no freelance contracts. And I'm meeting my lawyer to prep for whatever comes next. Maya nods, but her eyes soften. "You sure about this, Nora? I know you love him." The locket's weight is a quiet answer. I do. But I love myself more. Before I can send the email, my phone rings. It's an unknown number. I answer, cautious. "Nora Ellis." A woman's voice, polished and hesitant, comes through. "Ms. Ellis, this is Lillian Hayes. I owe you an apology." I freeze, gripping the locket. Lillian Hayes. As in Catherine's pick for Julian. She laughs, a nervous sound. "Yeah, that's me. Look, I didn't ask for this. Catherine's been pushing me to meet Julian, saying you're, well, not right for him. But I did some digging. Verdant's yours, not his. And I'm not in the business of breaking up marriages." I'm stunned, the locket a steady pulse against my chest. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because I've been where you are," she says, voice quieter. "My family tried to control my life too. I got out, and I think you're stronger than Catherine realizes. Just watch your back. She's not done." The call ends, And I sit there reeling. Lillian's not the enemy, she's a mirror, a woman who escaped her own cage. The locket feels lighter now, a spark of clarity cutting through the fog. Catherine's not just fighting for Julian, she's fighting to prove she's untouchable. And I'm her biggest threat. I send the board email, then text Julian. Your access to Verdant's systems is cut. Make your choice by tonight. I'm done playing games. As I hit send, the rain stops a rare Seattle sun breaking through. The locket glints a promise I'm not just surviving, I'm rising. Seattle's rain has stopped, leaving a rare crystalline dusk that bathes Fremont in gold. I'm on the roof of my apartment building, the city sprawling below like a promise kept. The silver locket rests against my chest, its fern engraving catching the fading light. It's been a week since I cut Julian off from Verdant, since Lillian Hayes' unexpected call flipped my world. Tonight, I'm waiting for Julian's final choice: stay and fight for us, or leave with nothing. But as I stand here, the locket warm from my skin, I realize something I've already chosen: me. The past week has been a blur of action and ache. After Lillian's warning, I tightened Verdant's defense's new security protocols, a board statement affirming my sole ownership. Catherine's schemes crumbled under scrutiny. Her family interests had no legal weight. Julian's been silent, no texts, no calls. I heard through Maya that he's staying at Catherine's mansion in Laurelhurst, licking his wounds. Part of me still loves him, still sees the man who danced with me in the city's rain. But love isn't enough when trust is gone, and the locket's weight reminds me I'm stronger than my pain. I've spent years proving myself to investors, to Seattle, to Catherine. But the hardest proof was to myself, admitting I don't need Julian's love to be whole. The locket's fern mom symbol has carried me through, her voice echoing, "You're tougher than the toughest storms, Nora." Tonight, I feel that truth in my bones. My phone buzzes, pulling me back. It's a text from Julian. "Nora, I'm downstairs. Can we talk last time, I promise?" My heart lurches, but I'm ready. I text back, "Come up to the roof. No games, no office power plays. Just us under Seattle's open sky." Julian steps onto the roof, his hoodie damp from the evening mist. He looks older, the boyish charm dulled by shadows under his eyes. The locket feels steady against my chest as I face him, the city's hum a soft backdrop. "Nora," he starts, voice low. "I've been an idiot. I let Mom run my life, let her make me doubt you. I'm sorry." I nod, keeping my distance. "I hear you. But sorry doesn't fix this. What do you want, Julian?" He steps closer, hands shoved in his pockets. "I want you, us. I told Mom I'm done with her plans. No Lillian, no board seats, none of it. I know I messed up, but I'm here now." His words are earnest, but they land like rain on glass felt, but not absorbed. I touch the locket, grounding myself. "Why now?" "Because you lost access to Verdant. Because Catherine's promises fell apart." He flinches but doesn't look away. "No. Because I realized what I'm losing. You're everything, Nora. I was too weak to see it." I study him. The man I loved. The man who let me fight alone. "You're not weak, Julian. You're just lost. And I can't be your map anymore." His face crumples and he reaches for me. "Please give me a chance. I'll stand up to her. I'll be better." I step back, the locket a shield. "I wanted that for years. But you stood by while she called me nothing. You doubted me when I needed you most. I'm done carrying us both." He swallows, tears glinting in his eyes. "So that's it. We're over." I nod, my voice soft but firm. "We're over. You can stay in the apartment until you find a place. But Verdant, my life, it's mine. Go find yours." He stares at me, then nods, defeated. "I loved you, Nora. I still do." I know I say the locket warm against my heart, but love isn't enough. He turns and walks away, his footsteps fading down the stairs. I stand there, the city's lights blurring through tears I didn't expect. The locket's fern is a quiet promise I'm enough. And for the first time, I believe it. The next day, I'm at Verdant's office, sunlight streaming through the windows. Maya's updating me on the Portland contract when my phone rings. It's Catherine. I hesitate, then answer the locket a steady wait. "Nora," she says, her voice tight, "this has gone far enough. You've humiliated my son, taken everything from him. Meet me at my house. We need to settle this." I almost laugh. Settle what Catherine Yu lost. Julian made his choice. Her tone sharpens. "You think you've won? You're nothing without Julian's name. A nobody with money. I'll make sure everyone knows it." The locket burns a flare of defiance. "Try it, but you'll find Seattle doesn't care about your plaques. I'm done with your games. Don't call me again." I hang up my hands shaking but my heart steady. Maya raises an eyebrow. "Was that the dragon lady?" "Yep," I say, smiling despite myself. "She's out of moves." Maya grins. "Good. Now can we celebrate the Portland deal signed and the team's dying to toast you?" I touch the locket, Mom's smile flashing in my mind. "Yeah, let's do it." That evening, I'm at a dive bar in Capitol Hill, surrounded by my team. The jukebox plays Springsteen and Maya's telling a story about her worst client. I'm laughing, the locket swinging as I lean back when a woman approaches. It's Lillian Hayes, her auburn hair catching the bar's neon glow. "Nora," she says, smiling, "mind if I join you?" I gesture to the empty chair, curious. "Didn't expect to see you here." She sits, her demeanor warm, but direct. "I wanted to tell you in person, I'm done with Catherine. She tried to pull me into her mess again, but I told her to back off. You inspired me, you know, standing up to her like that." I blink, the locket a soft weight. Me, I just did what I had to. "Exactly," she says, eyes bright. "You didn't let her define you. I've been trying to break free from my family's expectations for years. Seeing you do it, it gave me courage." I'm stunned, the locket's fern a quiet echo of Mom's strength. "I didn't know I was fighting for anyone but me." She smiles. "You were, and you won." We talk for hours about her nonprofit work. My climate models the weight of family names. She's not what Catherine wanted a pawn, but a woman carving her own path. Like me. When she leaves, she hands me her card. "Let's grab coffee. No Pierces, no Hazes. Just us." I nod, slipping the card into my pocket. The locket glints, a beacon of new beginnings. Months later, I'm on Verdant's roof deck hosting a launch party for our new coastal resilience project. Seattle's skyline sparkles the rain, a distant memory under a starlit sky. My team's here, along with Lillian and a few new allies from the city's tech scene. I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving my empire, growing my heart, healing. Catherine's faded from the scene, her influence waning as her meddling backfired. Julian moved to Portland chasing freelance gigs. I hear he's dating, trying to rebuild. I wish him well, but he's a chapter closed. The locket's fern mom's legacy taught me to let go without losing myself. I step to the edge of the deck, the city alive below. The locket rests against my heart, its weight lighter, now a symbol not just of survival, but of triumph. I was never Catherine's nobody. I was never Julian's savior. I was Nora Ellis, builder, dreamer, stormbreaker. And under Seattle's endless sky, I'm finally home. I open the locket, Mom's smile greeting me. "We did it," I whisper. The stars blink back, and for the first time I feel free. Not because I defeated Catherine, not because I outgrew Julian, but because I found me. The locket clicks shut, its fern eternal, as I turn back to the party, ready for whatever comes next.